Good morning. This Sunday, Amy is going to be preaching from John 14. It's one of the stories of Jesus after the resurrection, where Jesus meets 7 of the disciples in a boat. Jesus helps the disciples catch some fish, and then Jesus treats them all to breakfast. And when I was thinking about this passage as we get ready for worship on Sunday, it reminded me of a quote. And this quote comes from the Czech writer Jaroslav Seifert. He wrote, "The smell of bread is the fragrance of all fragrances. It is the primal fragrance of our earthly life, the fragrance of harmony, peace, and homeland." That quote really struck me because I think it speaks to where we are right now in our world, where we may not know what peace and harmony or even fragrances that aren't inside our home, what they even smell like. And so this text, I think, right now, is telling us that we are bound together across time and space, so that although we may not be able to know peace or know harmony in our lives or in our life together as a people in this moment, we know that through Christ, we are bound together as one people. I'm reminded of, right after this pandemic started, the Catholic priest in Italy who put pictures up all over his church sanctuary of members of his congregation, members of his parish. And how although we may not be together right now, we're bound together through Christ and in Christ, and that we see the very visible presence of God by the Spirit every day in new ways, whether it's the beautiful weather outside, or in a phone call from a friend, or a conversation or a letter that you receive or write to someone you may have not talked to in a while. We are truly bound together by Christ, who sits at table with us every time we dine. It's been so special over these past few weeks to have communion in our homes, to be able to share the peace of Christ, the body and blood of Christ with one another. And so as we move towards Sunday, when we're going to think about this passage from John and how Jesus shows up even in a boat, may we all remember how Jesus is present in our lives every single day.